Mike, thanks very much. It's great to be here with all of you, and I just have to say first how proud I am of Eric Massa. First of all, I'm glad to see you alive. And every day I see Eric, and of course I've seen him a lot of times since we got out of the military, but I'll never forget having him come over to the house. Actually, it was called the Chateau in Belgium, and it was a dark, wintry day in December, and Eric and Bev came over, and they sat there in our living room on the second floor of the Chateau, and we talked about the future. The future looked as bad as that bleak day in Belgium, because Eric had been given virtually a death sentence to go back to the United States, get out of the Navy, have some kind of palliative treatment for cancer with little hope of recovery. And it was painful and heartbreaking and awful. And fortunately, it was wrong. And Eric won. I'll never know how he held his family together and himself together during all that, but I'm very proud of him and his family. I think it says a lot about Eric's character. I'm really glad to see all of you here, and I thank you for coming. It's just great to see old friends and new friends and people that supported me. Many of you I've thanked personally, some of you I probably haven't, and I want to, because you made it possible for me to have a voice in this country that I never thought I could have. John Dalton is here with us tonight. He's going to speak in a few minutes, and I'm so glad to see you, John. I'm so grateful for what you did for me in my campaign. Of course, I mean, sometimes things don't work out, and I'm really sorry about that, but I'm not sorry that I tried, and I'm not sorry for your support. I'm proud that you supported me, and I'm grateful for the support and grateful for the opportunity to speak out. And one of the things that came out of it that I'm very grateful for is we gave Eric a chance to find his true political roots. Eric's one of these guys that I knew when he first came to work for me. He had broad vision, he had a lot of intelligence, he had a lot of energy and get up and go. And he was willing to work for a guy who'd gone to the rival service academy. And he even treated me, with respect, which was pretty good considering that he was a commander and I was only a 4-star general. But what I really loved about Eric was the fact that he was the quickest guy I had who could connect the beginning of something to how it would work out. He could draw the shortest distance between 2 points with almost unfailing accuracy. He understood decision-making, politics, psychology, personality, and all of that very, very well. And he was a tireless worker. He did a lot for our country and for our command and for helping me personally. Many of you may not know this, but he spent a year in Argentina, and he's not only fluent in Spanish, but he's fluent in Argentine. And he's got great contacts down there. He has a real international perspective. He really helped me a lot when I was Sync South, and he came over to Europe and brought a lot of the qualities, the same qualities, to the campaign in Europe. But beyond all that, he has one aspect of his personality which some people might find really troubling. When I was just starting my run for office, I came up on Capitol Hill and I met with a bunch of congressmen. There were like 60 or 80 of them packed into this little house down the street. And it was overflowing and the press was all outside and everything. And who should show up but House Armed Services Committee Chairman, Republican Chairman Duncan Hunter's new assistant, one former commander, Eric Massa. And he spoke to me, and we talked, and I think he even sent an email congratulating me on running. You know what he had? He had loyalty. He had loyalty that crossed party lines. He had loyalty based on convictions and friendship and character. And that bothered some people in the Republican Party. It won't bother anybody in our party today. And Eric helped me a lot in New Hampshire. He got a lot of practical on-the-ground experience as a, I'd like to say, foot soldier, but we can't say that, so I just say sort of a muddy boots sailor. And he did a great job, and we're really proud to support him. And another person who supported me is Gene Taylor, Congressman Gene Taylor from Mississippi. And I don't know if Congressman Taylor's here or not. Yes, sir. Thank you for coming, and thanks for being here for Eric Massa. So what I want to say to you is Eric Massa is a good man. He's a family man. He's a veteran. He's a person who served his country. He's a person who's put the nation's interests ahead of his own. And he's taken a big step by announcing this campaign, throwing his hat in the ring and running for Congress. I'm very proud of Eric Massa. I wholeheartedly and unreservedly endorse him. I urge you to give him your full support. I think he can run an effective race. I think he can win this race, and I think he will be a great United States Congressman and a great attribute for the United States of America. We need Eric Massa in Congress. Let's put him there. Thank you.